Welcome back. We closed last lecture with this example where you were given three scenarios and it was your job to describe the function of money in each one. In this first example, someone paying for groceries in cash, the function of money is medium of exchange. They are giving the cashier money in exchange for groceries. In the second example, someone saving money to purchase a computer next year, the function of money is a store of value. That money is not overly depreciating, and the fact that they are holding on to it means that they get to buy their computer eventually. And finally, we have money as a unit of account. This person is using money as a yardstick to compare values between one can of tomatoes and another. These are the three functions of money. Now I ask you to press pause on your computer and take a minute to think about how might these functions be distorted. As we move on with our discussion of money, there are a couple different types of money worth discussing. There's commodity money, money that is using an actual good in place, and this good has value above and beyond its use of money. Earlier we gave the example of cigarettes in prison, but in this clip, and I'll drop a link to this clip into the YouTube description, in this clip we see an interesting new type of commodity money. Commodity-backed money is money that can be exchanged for a commodity at a fixed rate. So think about currencies that are on a gold or silver standard. And finally, we have fiat money. Fiat means decree. And fiat money is money that has no intrinsic value. Its only value is that people accept it. In other words, the value comes from the fact the government issues a fiat or a mandate that the money can be used. So, what is the value that governments give money when they issue a fiat? The value is you use that money to pay your taxes. The requirement that you use this currency to pay your taxes gives this fiat money its value. In the US, one of the first forms of fiat money were greenbacks printed during the Civil War. Why did we do that? Because Lincoln couldn't find a bank that would lend to the war effort at a low enough rate. So in class we talked about some new forms of currency like cryptocurrencies, and I want you to take a minute to think about where crypto might fall into these categories. It certainly isn't fiat money because no government has issued a decree that it has value. It's not a commodity money because there's no actual good there. But it kind of acts like a commodity money in the sense that supply is limited and ideally can't be manipulated. For instance, the blockchain and the process of mining. Having said that, it might be useful to think about crypto as a new kind of money. So let's compare commodity money versus real money. Because commodity money ties the value of money to something real, which might limit inflation, though certainly not always. As such, changes to the value of commodity money will affect the entire economy. Fiat money can be subject to rapid expansion. We're seeing that right now because the value isn't tied to a fixed commodity. Similarly, because it's not tied to a fixed commodity, fiat money isn't subject to macroeconomic risk caused by a change in the commodity's value. So take a minute to think about what type of money we use in the US. The answer depends on time, because at some point we've used all three. We started with commodity money in the sense of literal gold and silver, and then we switched to a gold standard, where gold could be exchanged for a certain amount of money per ounce. The gold standard in the US officially ended in 1971, but had effectively been over long before that. And now we have fiat money.